OBI phone adapter. Welcome back to Pushing Technology to the Limit. This is another video that I have found on one of my older YouTube channels that I'm repackaging for this new channel now. Please do note that there are a lot of new voice service providers on the internet than there used to be when I first started this video. So this is just a review of the OBI phone adapter. But now there's currently OMA, that's O-O-M-A, that is out there for a pretty good price. I mean, well, $10 a month, but the one that for this OBI unit that I did a review on is free. You still have to buy the box, but the Google Voice services are free of charge. So, enjoy the video and I'll catch you later.
Today I'm going to be reviewing OBI's 110 and OBI 202 VoIP boxes. I'm going to start out with the first one I bought, the 110. It has some nice features to it, and I really don't have too many negatives. Actually, I prefer this device over Skype myself. And I'm going to show you the let's see at the back here. You got your PowerPoint or your power port and your Ethernet port, your telephone line, and your phone port. And I can just tell you one con about this box is about the analog phone port on it. I messed around with it for a long time so I could switch between my voice voice over internet protocol and my old analog telephone phone service. The problem that I had with that is you had to do a pound 2 times and then hit key 1, and there was a special setup you had to do inside the box, advanced setup, to configure that to make that thing work. And that was kind of a pain to make that get back to the conventional phone system. The thing that I recommend for this box is a either a 2-line phone, office phone, to plug your voice over IP and your standard analog telephone into. Then that way you just select the line that you want to use instead of using this. I paid extra for this box because I thought, oh, well, this would be great. But there's another one, I don't remember which model it was. It's the next one down from this one. And it was less money compared to this one. I mean, probably not by much, probably by $10. This unit was about $50, and then the other one was about $30 or something like that, and $30 or $40, and that other one didn't come with the phone port, which is kind of useless. And I also have another one that I do use, and this one has more advanced features on it than the other one does, and it does not have the old analog phone system into it. Let me show you the back of this unit. So this one has your power port, your Ethernet ports, a USB port, and your 2 phone ports. Now the one thing I like about this OBI 202 unit is that it has the capability of having 4 telephone lines into it. And there is no old phone system capabilities with this one, which is fine. I have used this and I've tested it out on faxing, and it does a great job with sending faxes. And I also have another setup for this unit because there's only 2 phone ports on this unit, and it has 4 conductors. If you look inside the ports, there's 2 lines for each phone jack. And the way I overcame this so I didn't have to use a 2-line or 4-line phone system is I put in a converter box. And I'm going to show you that right now. Here's my phone boxes that I converted that OBI into separate phone lines. The left hand side is the input, the right hand side is the output. So there's the boxes. Well, I don't know if you can see it too well or not, but it says line 1 and line 2, and then it says line 1 and 2. And I got it hooked up to my phone equipment. And going back to those boxes I showed in the previous video, with these down here, 2 and 3 are my internet service provider for phone service. And I'm going to show you the list of phone services that are available that you can use. With the one that I'm using right now, Google Voice, it doesn't allow you to have 911 calling. Now I am in my OBI account to set up phone service, and these are the list of phone services that are available to use with your OBI. It's a free account, and Google Voice currently, as I'm making this video, is free, and I do like it a lot. So here's the if I can see it better with my camera. And here's one I'd like to talk about, the generic service provider. That one is so that you can convert, if they have the settings for it, you can use like Vonage for an example. Instead of having to buy a Vonage box, you can use Vonage through your OBI device. And basically that's all that you have to do for setting up your OBI. The one thing that I do recommend about the OBI devices for your phone is that you set up a static IP address, and that's basically its a address like 192.168. Whatever you want, and it stays there, and every time you turn the piece of equipment on from a power failure, it will go back to that address. Now this one here is much easier to configure, and what I've done with it, and I do recommend if you already have a router installed, because this one is a router with the phone equipment, and I recommend putting it into bridge mode so that you don't have a lot of DHCP servers on your network. And this one, the OB110, there's not really much to configure with that one because it is no router in it. And I had a little bit harder time configuring it because I had to configure it for the website, which I thought that was kind of a pain if you had no internet at that present time. And sometimes our internet is down, and I recommend with both of these units that I'm not totally sure how you set it up just yet, but it's quality of service, and you give your phone service the most internet as possible, and everything else gets less priority.